to leave the house in the dawning light, but there you lay in your dreaming breath, with your closing hand where my head did rest. Yes, yes. I feel all your pull when we're too far gone. You can chase the dollar till the day is done. And if I had my way, all these kings would fall. It would be you and I watching the dying sun. I am always on your side. I am always on your side. You are always in mind. I am always. Do I get all my power through the feel of your breath as your fingertips drift across my neck? I see no end, my first in command. You just send your signal, and I will understand. When we're growing strong, like a rising tide, to this frail world, I see your smile is bright. I'm always on your side. I am always on your side. You are always in mind. I'm always. I'm always on your side. I am always. You are always in mind. I am always. Cause all of these jokers, they just say what they know. I just wanna kiss you till you're out of mood. When can I get you close, get you alone? I just wanna show you, I just wanna show.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Raw Urban Music Sessions. My name is Lorenzo Mamelli. I am your host this evening, and our musical guests who you heard from at the beginning of the program are M.M. Orchard. We heard Always on Your Side. And now let's take a moment to meet the members of M.M. Orchard.
Hi, I'm Aaron Caceres. I play bass.
I'm Mark McIntyre. I play guitar and sing.
And I'm Josh Bailey, the drummer.
Gentlemen, welcome to the program this evening. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
M.M. Orchard, Mark McIntyre, that's the easy part of M.M., right?
Yeah, right.
So orchards conjure up a whole bunch of images, but in a musical context, what's the origin of the name of the band?
Well, there's, I get most of my inspiration from either trying to capture in a bottle elements of life and exaggerate them, but I also kind of need my friends to be involved so that I feel like I want to do it. And the orchard kind of aspect, I honestly just wrote very quickly so I could get the music online. Kind of had a little conflict of self versus self on that one. And so the orchard's kind of like, I wanted to create a space for all of my friends to join in, and also to have a space for the music to take different forms.
So you're clearly a tree in the orchard, and you're surrounded by more trees.
Sure.
There's our big.
These are my trees right here.
There's your trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Take notes.
Yeah.
so obviously, the fruit that you bear is this wonderful music that you guys have conjured up together. Now, you're the principal songwriter of the band. Mm-hmm. So the first song that we heard this evening, Always on Your Side, is a Mark McIntyre composition.
Yep.
And it's from your debut album called Eras, which was released just about a year and a half ago, 2023.
Right.
So it's still the only thing that's available commercially as far as an album for you guys?
Yes.
It's interesting. You guys have been together now. You've been here in New York yourself for about 10 years, right? Originally from the Hudson Valley.
Right.
Where you say you were a nerd in the Hudson Valley, and now you came down to New York. So, you probably don't want to categorize yourselves. Most artists don't, but you mentioned the classic catch-all term for non-radio-friendly music, that indie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, do you consider yourselves indie artists, and in a particular aspect of what is considered "quote-unquote" indie?
I would say everything is so handmade. Everything that you hear is constructed, often hunched over in the basement, or just with friends, and it's definitely an independent operation for sure. We try to make sure everything has the full intention and is made in as a heartfelt way as possible. So I would say so.
Well, we're going to hear something that truly fits the definition of independent next, as this one is Mark without the accompaniment of his bandmates. The song is called Clip Wings, coming up right now from M.M. Orchard.
Oh, heard in one, my brave little bird, you weren't supposed to be burdened, supposed to be burdened, but the road will turn just like she does on you, most time without warning. You weren't supposed to be burdened, my love. Clipped wings, my love, wouldn't wish it on a fool. The flailing and contorting in bed, I'm gonna get you on that horse, gonna get you moving. How can I put it so it lands up? Gonna ride out to the coast, gonna ride until you forget. Clipped wings, to school can be so cool, but they have much to learn. They have much to learn. The avalanche will make a little mouse out of you, and everyone's got something, and everyone gets something, my love. Clipped wings, my love, wouldn't wish it on a fool. The flailing and contorting in bed, I'm gonna get you on that horse, gonna get you moving. How can I put it so it lands? Gonna ride out to the coast, gonna dive into the ocean, gonna ride until you forget our love. Gonna ride until you forget.
Clipped Wings from M.M. Orchard. Now, Mark, your bio tells me that you've got a lot of accomplishments under your belt already in what would seem to be a relatively short period of time. You performed at the 2022 Tony's After Party
With Aaron.
with Aaron.
Yeah.
You've performed with Billy Ray Cyrus, that's interesting,
Yeah.
on CNN.
Yep.
You've performed at the Kennedy Center with Brooke Alex,
With Josh.
with Josh as well. One would ask, I don't know which one of those you want to single out to say what kind of, I look at I'm impressed by all three of them, of course. The Kennedy Center, which of course has been in the news a lot recently. What was it like to play at a place that is really dedicated to the arts?
Well, in regards to the Kennedy Center, I mean, having our spaces be open to artists having the freedom to express what they want to express is of paramount importance. The Kennedy Center as an institution is an invaluable beacon of light in America, as far as I'm concerned. I would say that when we were there, it's funny. It's like we adapt and sort of morph into so many situations, and Josh is kind of the textbook example of this, who, can kind of shapeshift into so many situations. So when we were there, the artist Brooke Alex that we were playing with, shout out Brooke, is an incredible pop songwriter, and so when we're there, we're kind of trying to just bring out the best of everyone that we're involved with. So I'm kind of meandering now, I guess.
Yeah. But were you awestruck by being in that venue?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the one interesting thing too is there's like a seated audience, but then there's just walking tours of people stopping in, just like watching and listening, and yeah. I mean, it's one of the things that doesn't hit you until you leave, type of thing.
How did you wind up with Billy Ray Cyrus on CNN?
Yeah, so Aaron and I met playing in the New York Youth Symphony Jazz Band, and that was that was a while ago that we were doing that, and they needed a guitar player, so they asked me to come in, and all Billy Ray said in the email was the guitar player needed to solo, and then he just said to do it loud. But he was the sweetest guy. I mean, it was an entire orchestra and then a rhythm section, then he was up center stage, and he just made everyone feel so comfortable, such a humble guy.
3 amazing experiences for young musicians. Here's another example of the variety, diversity, you name it, that comes from the minds of these three men. Let's listen to this one. It's called Barge.
Every day I'm big, I'm small. I lead the charge and I follow along. Cup your hands, there's a baby flame. You know the one, it's just the same. In every soul there's a silver sliver, a sister and a mister and a serpent's whisper. So slap your hands, you are the walrus, Cuckoo and ocean lawless, and fa la 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 is all my ears retain. But bust us with the razor blade and we'll start seeing everything. Bust us with the razor blade and we'll burst into. I'm finding my way now. What is inside must come out. Headstrong much to my dismay. Hey, heads of rocks and beds of shame. Looks like it's my lucky day. Crack and foam will fade. Why they called him razor blade. You showed up, now fortune's made. Hey, looks like it's my lucky day. Looks like it's my lucky day. Every day I'm big, I'm small, lead the charge, follow along. Cup your hands, a baby flame, you know the one, it's just the same.
In every soul there's a silver sliver, sister, mister, serpent's whisper. Slap your hands, you're the walrus, Cuckoo and ocean lawless, and fa la 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 is all my ears are take. Bust us with the razor blade and we'll start seeing everything. Bust us with the razor blade and we'll burst in. I'm finding my way now. What is inside must come out. Headstrong much to my dismay. Hey, looks like it's my lucky day. Looks like it's my lucky day. One, two.
Barge from MM Orchard. Before we run out of time, I want to make sure I give you gentlemen an opportunity to tell us where we could find your music and obviously promote any other projects you may have. So please take the floor.
Yeah, so the best way to stay in touch with everything that we have going on here would be you can go to markmcintyremusic.com, which is, you can find the spelling somewhere, and to follow on Instagram and to go on to Spotify, MM Orchard. But this is just the tip of an iceberg of all the music that we have going on. Josh and I have a band called Planetary People, which is more of a jazz fusion kind of project. Aaron just put out a new single, Aaron Caceres, called Found It Here, which I highly recommend listening to. We really like to stay in touch through this mailing list. So if you go to the website, you can find, you just click a button and then you can be filled in on all of our runnings around the city. And I guess I'll also say there's a new album coming out which has Clipped Wings on it, and Barge and this next song are kind of from the next generation after that. So there's a ton of music coming out.
MM Orchard, please take the time, look them up, support them, download their music, pay for their music, please, as they are independent artists and are dependent upon you to help support them so they can continue to promote and produce great music like this. Thanks for watching tonight's program. Please check out my website at therockernyc.com for links to my program on Maker Park Radio, The Rocker with Lorenzo Mamelli, which is on alternate Saturday mornings. You'll probably hear music from these guys on my next program. Guys, thank you very much for being here tonight. We have one more song. It's called Kissies, MM Orchard. Thanks for watching.
Kisses in the morning and kisses at night, to show you everything is alright. Oh, my mystery, don't need all of your strength. When it all goes right, you know what we need when we turn out the light. Kisses at the store when the music's too loud. Of rain falling down. Don't you do my heart like I think you might. The only sound, you know what we need, like the rain falling down. Don't you do my heart like I think you might. There's more than one way for us through this night. Oh, my Hercules, don't need all of your strength. When it all goes right, you know what we need when we turn out the light. You know what we need when we turn out the light. You know what we need when we turn out